I am going to speak to the part of you that is tired of being played. You know the one, the part that is done handing your peace to other people's moods. The part that has watched promises turn into chains and praise turn into leashes. The part that is ready to stop being a stage for other people's theater. Machiavelli would tell you that feelings are winds and power is the sail. If you do not master the wind will master the voyage. Emotional control is not coldness. It is clarity under heat. It is the hand that holds the reins when the horse panics. It is the general who keeps his map dry when the storm rips tents from the earth. Most people worship their feelings and are then crucified by them. The manipulator knows this and builds altars around your anger and your hope. They play you by promising relief, praise, or apology at the perfect moment. They bait you to react, because reaction is free labor. Every outburst is a signature on a contract you did not read. Every sigh is a confession. Every impulsive text is a surrender flag. Emotional control makes you unplayable because it makes you unreadable. It turns your face into a locked door and your pulse into a private treaty. They cannot move you if they cannot measure you. They cannot measure you if you do not broadcast your storms. Your calm becomes a black box. No spy can map. Your calm makes other people's manipulations expensive and unprofitable. When you own your heat, you own the timing. When you own the timing, you own the outcome. Machiavelli understood that the crowd worships spectacle and despises restraint. They clap for noise because noise feels like strength. But strength is the quiet blade that does not rust in the rain. Strength is the candle that refuses to flicker in the draft of insult. Strength is standing inside yourself while the room hunts for your buttons. You will be accused of being heartless when you stop letting hearts hold you hostage. Let them talk. Your life is not a courtroom where gossip is evidence. Your life is a fortress, and your emotions are the gatehouse. Open only for purpose. Open only for loyalty, proven by time. Emotional control is not repression. It is precision. It is the difference between drowning and diving, between clenching your jaw and wielding your voice like a scalpel, between sulking in corners and choosing the battlefield. A controlled emotion is a soldier you can deploy. An uncontrolled emotion is a riot you must clean after. The first power is awareness. Name the feeling the moment it knocks. Call it anger without shame. Call it envy without denial. Call it fear without apology. Naming tames. Unlabeled storms destroy villages. Labeled storms are tracked, predicted, and outmaneuvered. The second power is pause. The pause is the moat between you and regret. Count backwards from 5 when the trigger fires. Breathe once like a king signing a decree. Silence is a throne room, not an absence. The third power is frame. He who frames the meaning wins the memory. Tell yourself what this moment means before the world does. Is their disrespect a verdict or a reflection? Is this delay a rejection or a test? Is this provocation an insult or a reveal? You choose the story, and the story chooses the strategy. The fourth power is distance. Stand a step behind your feelings like a commander behind his troops. Observe the surge without confusing it for orders. Watch the thought like a hawk watches a field from height. Distance shrinks the idol and enlarges the map. The fifth power is replacement. Nature hates a vacuum and so do habits. Do not merely suppress rage, assign it to training, send it to the gym, turn jealousy into craft hours with the door locked, turn heartbreak into long walks that rewrite your spine, make your pain pay rent. The sixth power is strategic disclosure. Speak your feelings only when speaking gains ground. Confide in the loyal, never in the curious. Give enemies silence and friends clarity. Reward discretion with access and gossip with distance. Let your face be a rumor and your moves be facts. The seventh power is ritual. Rituals anchor you when storms want you to float. Wake like a soldier and end the day like a king. Keep a page where you bleed your thoughts clean each morning. Keep a room where noise is not allowed to enter. Keep a rule that your phone does not see you before your soul does. Guard the hour before dawn as if it were a treasury. Guard the hour before sleep as if it were a treasury. Temple. The eighth power is selective compassion. You can care and still carry a sword. You can listen and still refuse to kneel. You can forgive and still build higher walls. Compassion means understanding motives, not surrendering territory. Know what they want from you and decide if they earned it. Know what you want from them and decide if it cost your crown. The ninth power is detachment. Detachment is not indifference. It is ownership of leverage. It is being able to walk away without your identity walking with them. He who can leave can lead. He who cannot leave is led by whoever threatens departure. The 10th power is scarcity. Your attention is a currency, and counterfeits are everywhere. Do not flood cheap markets with royal coin. Do not explain yourself to those who profit from your confusion. Do not argue in halls where loyalty is borrowed and returned stained. Silence devalues their bait. Scarcity raises your price. Machiavelli would whisper that people are moved more by appearances than reality. So craft your composure like armor, and your words like banners. Stand straight even when your heart is on its knees. This is not hypocrisy. This is leadership over your own theater. The audience does not need to see costume changes to respect the role. Do not perform your wounds for the undeserving. Do not feed your critics with the bread of your process. Give them outcomes. Give them results. Let triumph be your press release. Let discipline be your publicist. Emotional control also makes warfare efficient. Do not fight every battle offered to your pride. Many are ambushes disguised as honor. A duel offered by a fool is a ditch with a drum. Choose battlefields where victory advances a campaign. Retreat from arenas where victory buys you nothing. Walk away like a winter and return like a season no one scheduled. To become unplayable, you must kill the need to be liked. Approval is the tax power pays to stay small. Applause is sweet, but it is not bread. Applause is loud, but it is not law. They will offer flattery to open your gates. They will offer panic to open your gates. They will offer guilt to open your gates. Keep the keys with reason and purpose, not with mood. When you master yourself, you reset the weather for everyone else. Your calm humiliates their chaos. Your poise makes their tricks embarrass themselves. Your patience stretches time until their lies snap. The impatient are puppets for those who pull strings of urgency. Urgency is the salesman that sells you your own leash. Say no to the ticking clock that someone else wound. Say no to the countdown attached to their deal. Say no to the last chance that arrives every week. Your rhythm is sovereign territory. Let others sweat inside their hourglass while you build monuments beyond clocks. Watch how manipulative people react to your control. First, they will mock your calm because they cannot move it. Then they will test your boundaries because they cannot read them. Then they will rage because their scripts are worthless here. Finally, they will either adapt or leave. Either outcome is a win. The emotionally controlled person is not a machine. He feels deeply and chooses carefully. She cries in sacred rooms and smiles in strategic rooms. He loves fiercely without bargaining his spine. She forgives wisely without lending her crown. Your heart is not banned. It is briefed. It is not your jailer. It is your herald. It announces what you value and then stands aside for strategy. You must also interrogate your cravings. Ask every desire who sent it. Ask every fear whose voice it imitates. Ask every anger what boundary it protects. Desire without interrogation is a spy in royal clothing. Fear without examination is a map drawn by your enemy. Anger without aim is a fire that burns the cook's hands. Aim your feelings like arrows at the right targets. Aim them at habits, not people. Aim them at delays you can destroy today. Aim them at skills that make your future apologize to your past. Another truth is that control is trained, not inherited. You practice when the stakes are small, to be ready when they are planetary. You practice in traffic where no one will clap. You practice in inboxes where no one will see the blood you do not spill. You practice at dinner when insult knocks with a smile. You practice with your own thoughts when they parade as facts at 2 a.m. Discipline is the bridge your feelings walk across to become fate. Write daily like a monk talks to God. Move your body like a warrior, negotiates with time. Eat like a builder, respects his materials. Sleep like a strategist, valuing his dawn. Honor the fundamentals because fundamentals are the mother of miracles. When you break, break inward, where you can rebuild in privacy. Do not shatter in the marketplace. Do not bleed for spectators who take pictures but do not bring bandages. The world respects the mystery of those who repair themselves and return sharper. Your scars are letters of nobility when they are sealed with composure. Power relationships transform under emotional control. Lovers cannot blackmail a heart that is not addicted to closure. Friends cannot ransom belonging from someone who can be alone without drought. Bosses cannot threaten scarcity against a mind that manufactures opportunity. Enemies cannot harvest outrage from fields you irrigate with patience. You become untouchable, not because you are hidden, but because you are centered. Center is a kingdom no border patrol can breach. Center is a place you carry everywhere, like a concealed empire. When you are centered, anger becomes a courier, not a king. When you are centered, sadness becomes a teacher, not a tyrant. When you are centered, excitement becomes fuel, not a steering wheel. You will also become efficient with words. You will not explain the same boundary twice. You will not write essays to people committed to misunderstanding you. You will say no like a bell tolls at noon. Clear, brief, final. Machiavelli warned that men judge more by their eyes than their hands. Therefore, make your stillness visible. Let them see your unbothered sitting like a crown. Let them see your measured walking like a drum. Let them see your replies arrive on your schedule like seasons. The world learns quickly when the lesson costs them access. You will stop entering debates where facts are unwelcome and outrage is paid per click. You will stop arguing with ghosts that wear your memories like costumes. You will stop chasing closure from doors that opened only to steal your steps. You will write your own verdict and live it until it becomes public record. Understand the economics of emotion. Attention is demand and peace is supply. Where peace is rare, attention is expensive. When your peace is consistent, attention bows and pays. The marketplace of manipulation collapses when calm becomes abundant inside you. They will call you arrogant when you refuse to lower your worth. They will call you distant when you stop renting your time by the minute. They will call you cold when you stop warming hands that set your house on fire. Let the names bounce off the gates. The crown does not respond to every trumpet in the valley. You must build a personal doctrine. Write laws for your emotions and sign them with action. Law 1 says that no text is answered in anger. Law 2 says that no decision is made in panic. Law 3 says that no promise is given to relieve guilt. Law 4 says that no secret is shared to buy closeness. Law 5 says that no enemy defines your pace. Law 6 says that your standards are not negotiable on lonely nights. Law 7 says that your vision outranks your feelings during storms. Law 8 says that you can be kind without becoming edible. Law 9 says that silence is an asset, not an absence. Law 10 says that walking away is a strategy, not a tantrum. Keep the doctrine close and edit only when wisdom rises above pride. Understand that self-respect is the bodyguard of emotional control. Where self-respect stands, manipulation stumbles. Where self-respect sleeps, chaos enters as a friend. Treat your yes like a royal seal and your no like a sacred wall. People may storm, sulk, or stage a play outside your gates. Let the theater tire itself. Let the noise grow bored of echoing. You remain, you work, you breathe, you plan. Your calm is not passive. It is aggressive in the most elegant way. It denies the enemy every cheap victory. It forces them to spend energy they cannot recover. It makes their traps rust while your steps become architecture. In moments of temptation, remember the 2 tracks. One track is reaction. It is fast food for the soul and a hangover for the future. The other track is response. It is slow fire that forges a blade. Choose the forge. Choose the version of you that builds even while bleeding. Choose the decision that makes you proud in 10 years, not loud in 10 minutes. When love arrives, your control will make it noble. You will love without bargaining your backbone. You will be generous without subsidizing disrespect. You will be romantic without deleting your standards. You will value tenderness that walks with truth, not tenderness that begs for lies. You will become magnetic because you will not be starving. Starved people accept crumbs and call it destiny. Fed souls negotiate with full eyes. You will stop chasing and start choosing. Choosing is what kings and queens do. Choosing is what free men and free women do. Understand that grief and rage will still visit. Let them. Offer them chairs, but not pens. Let them speak, but not legislate. Cry when you must, alone or with the worthy. Then stand, rinse your face, and rewrite the marching orders. This is not a performance. This is governance. Govern yourself like a city on a hill. Govern yourself like a fleet in rough waters. Govern yourself like an era that refuses to collapse. The world will try to pay you with distraction. Do not accept. The world will try to recruit you into its emergencies. Decline with kindness and boundary. Your mission outranks their adrenaline. It will feel lonely at first because drama is loud and community is quiet, but the quiet will show its faces in time. It will look like people who apologize without theater. It will look like friends who tell you the knife is out before your back feels it. It will look like love that does not ask you to amputate your future. Your calm will attract those who are building bridges instead of crowds. Your calm will become a passport through rooms you used to fear. Your calm will become the tone your children imitate when storms come. If you have none, your future will thank you anyway. Because blood or not, legacy is a language and composure is fluent. You will become allergic to the games that used to devour whole weeks. You will see insults as weather reports, not prophecies. You will see gossip as unpaid advertising for your next reinvention. You will see setbacks as rehearsal for dominion. Machiavelli would nod because he wrote for those willing to see what is. Human nature has not retired. Fear still purchases obedience. Hope still purchases compliance. Flattery still purchases access. Make all 3 pay taxes at your border. Stamp every emotion with entry rules and duration limits. No feeling gets citizenship without proving. It builds your state. If this sounds severe, good. The world is severe in soft clothing. The world sells you comfort that charges interest. The world sells you outrage that steals sleep. You will not be their customer. You will be your own sovereign. Emotional control makes you unplayable because it ends the dealer's monopoly. They cannot sell you what you can generate. They cannot threaten to leave when you can stand alone. They cannot rush you when your patience is a factory. They cannot shame you when your standards are already paid for. They cannot rewrite you when you are the author of your weather. So begin brutally simple today. Do not respond to disrespect the same hour it arrives. Do not reward bait with breath. Do not explain to those who harvest confusion. Do not wait for calm to descend like a dove. Summon it like a guard. Practice presence until your pulse obeys. Practice pause until your tongue becomes a strategist. Practice purpose until your calendar becomes a shield. Each small fidelity compounds into a regime. Each kept promise to yourself adds a brick to the citadel. In a year, the skyline of your life will look different. In 5, the country inside you will be unrecognizable. In 10, you will smile at the games that once owned you. This is the power they do not want you to learn, because a calm person is expensive to manipulate, because a centered person is impossible to herd, because a disciplined person is a lighthouse that embarrasses storms. You will not be the loudest in the room. You will be the axis on which the room turns. You will not be the most dramatic in the kingdom. You will be the weather the kingdom learns to respect. So carve this into your breath. Control is not about denying your humanity. It is about directing it. It is about offering your emotions a throne that serves your crown. It is about becoming the kind of person who cannot be bought with urgency or sold with flattery. It is about becoming the kind of person who leaves when standards are violated and returns only when reality repents. It is about becoming the kind of person whose silence is a sentence and whose presence is a treaty. Stand now and feel your spine. Remember, stand now and feel your breath widen, the palace inside your ribs. Stand now and feel the tremor of your old habits, trying their last magic tricks. Smile at them like a monarch humoring retired jesters. Then walk forward and rule. Rule first the minute, rule then the hour, rule the day, and the year will report to you. Let your face learn the dignity of storms that pass without swaying mountains. Let your voice learn the weight of words that buy results. Let your heart learn the discipline of loving what builds. This is how emotional control makes you unplayable, not invincible, unplayable. They will try the old strings and find them cut. They will try the old keys and find them melted. They will try the old mirrors and find you no longer performing. Your life will become a quiet revolution whose victory parades are sunrises. This is the Machiavellian art without the mask of cruelty. This is the elegance of governance over the self. This is the throne no empire can invade. Keep it polished with solitude. Keep it guarded with rituals. Keep it generous with those who have earned your garden. And when the next storm arrives, stand at the window like a king who knows his walls. Breathe once. Name the wind. Choose the frame. Deploy the pause. Move with aim. Let the weather rage while your map remains. Then step out and collect what the storm left behind. That is power without theater. That is love without chains. That is peace without permission. That is you, unplayable,